I want to give a little context if you have been seeing horror stories on LinkedIn about job seekers applying to hundreds of jobs and never getting a single interview. Now, I do recognize I'm an interview coach. I work with job seekers all the time. I recognize that right now we are in a tough job market. Things are rough out there. I don't want to, I want to validate that that's a good experience. But there's also a lot of people who are going about their job search strategy in a really not productive way. One really common mistake that people make in their job strategy is spray and pray, which is basically, I'm going to apply to every single job I can. I'm going to mass apply. I'm not going to customize my resume. I'm going to apply to jobs that, aren't actually related to stuff that I've done, but I think I can figure out on the fly. Going for quantity over quality, or having a resume that is not actually making it through applicant tracking systems. So yeah, while it is a really tough job market, there's also a lot of people who are going about their job search strategy in a way that is not strategic and that is not actually effective. And they're maybe going at it completely alone without any help or without any guidance. And so they're making mistakes, and rather than correcting those mistakes or adjusting their strategy based off of what they're seeing, they're just continuing the same thing over and over again. We typically want to aim for about 10 to 15% of your applications to turn into initial interviews. And if we're not seeing around that number, it's okay if it's 8%, it's okay if it's 16%. But if we're not seeing around that number, if you've truly applied to hundreds of jobs and haven't heard back from anything, you might want to talk to a resume writer. Maybe there's something not right in your resume and it's not passing. Or more likely, you might be applying to jobs that you just don't have qualifications for and you're not being very strategic. I would rather a job seeker apply to fewer jobs, but ones that are more aligned to what they've actually done, and also make sure that their resume and cover letter are actually effective for what they're applying for. Final thoughts: more is not always more. We want to make sure that we're not just going for quantity, we want to make sure that we're going for quality as well. Let me know what questions you have in the comments.